Hi, this video deals with the subject of what emotional stress is. If you want more advice on how to combat chronic stress, I've put together an ebook full of useful tips, so please click the link in the description for this video to check it out.
These days, everyone's feeling pressure. We rush at work, we rush at home, there's always so much that needs to be done. Stress and anxiety have become a part of our lives, but how do we deal with it? Most people don't. Stress causes havoc on our bodies. Let it rage free and stress will make you sick. The statistics are staggering. 1 in every 8 Americans between the ages of 18 and 54 suffers from an anxiety disorder. This totals over 19 million people. Research conducted by the National Institute of Mental Health has shown that anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness, surpassing even depression. Women are affected almost twice as much as men, and it's the #1 mental health problem among this gender. Men are not unaffected, though. Anxiety disorders in males are second only to alcohol and drug abuse. Anxiety not only takes a toll on our health, but on our checkbooks, to the tune of $46.6 billion annually in the United States. Anxiety sufferers see an average of 5 doctors before being successfully diagnosed. Stress and anxiety go hand in hand. One of the major symptoms of stress is anxiety, and stress accounts for 80% of all illnesses, directly or indirectly. Stress is more dangerous than originally thought. You probably already know that it can raise your blood pressure, increasing the likelihood of a stroke. But recently, it's been claimed that 90% of visits to a primary care physician were because of stress-related disorders. Health Psychology magazine reports that chronic stress can interfere with the normal function of the body's immune system, and studies have proven that stressed individuals have an increased vulnerability to catching illness and are more susceptible to allergic, autoimmune, or cardiovascular diseases. Doctors agree that during chronic stress, the functions of the body that are non-essential to survival, such as the digestive and immune system, shut down. Stress is making us sick. Furthermore, stress often prompts people to respond in unhealthy ways, such as smoking, drinking alcohol, eating poorly, or becoming physically inactive. This damages the body in addition to the wear and tear of the stress itself. You can't eliminate stress as part of your life. You can, however, manage it. It's how you react that makes the difference. Coping techniques will help you control stress so that you can maintain your health and your happiness. I have suffered from anxiety disorders caused by stress for years. I've learned of ways to cope with some and dealing with the mechanisms that help me to manage it. Why are we so stressed out? We're living in very trying times and difficult times. Technology and advancements have made things more complicated than our simple life that our ancestors used to have. Sometimes life can be terribly painful and unfair. Why do some people manage to get through it easier than others? They have better tools. Society as a whole is more stressed. Millions of people are in record levels of debt. Many are losing their jobs, their homes, their health, and sometimes even their sanity. Worry, depression, and anxiety seem to have become a part of life. It seems like we entered the age of anxiety. In fact, Time magazine once proclaimed that this is one of their issues. The constant stress and uncertainties of living in the 21st century have certainly taken their toll. The result is that many people are now living in a state of constant fear and worry. When the 9/11 terrorist attacks happened, this became magnified. In fact, even now, years later, people report they're still a little bit scared every day. They worry that something of that magnitude will happen again. Turn on the news or open up a newspaper and you're bombarded with disturbing images and stories. You begin to wonder if you're safe anywhere. The information age is providing us access to endless data. Most of what is covered in the media is unsettling and disturbing news. Having more women in the workplace adds to the stress. Many women feel that the need to be everything to everyone, and that includes a paycheck earner, housekeeper, mother, wife, daughter, and sibling. Trying to cram everything in and do it well is a huge stress factor. Women are so busy doing that they don't make the time for themselves, and they get to feel guilty. This cycle is a losing one, and it's driving stress levels to an all-time high. Even children can feel the pressure and stress of anxiety. Teenagers who want to go to college feel pressure to obtain scholarships. They need part-time jobs in order to earn money for extras that their parents can no longer afford. Add peer pressure into the mix, and you have a terrible pressure cooker. Cell phones, internet, Palm Pilots, Blackberries, iPods, we're always on the go and always reachable. There's no downtime in life anymore. We're so busy that we've forgotten how to relax, and our minds are constantly going over what needs to be done. We feel pressure to do these things because we think we have to, not because we want to. It's difficult for people just to say no. Not saying that one little word piles up unneeded expectations and obligations that make us feel anxious. All of us will experience situations that may cause us to be a little stressed and feel anxious. The reasons are endless, but here's a few of the common stress triggers: buying a property, career pressures, having guests stay over, being bullied, exams, looking after children, managing finances, relationship issues, deaths, illness, and even traveling. Stress is a normal function of everyday life. Only when it starts to take over your life does it become a problem. Everyone reacts to stress situations differently. It's usually when we don't feel in control of a situation that we feel its grip tightening around us, causing extreme stress. Regain that control and lose the stress. You have everything inside you that you need to overcome stress and the accompanying anxiety. You can gain the upper hand on stress.
Thanks for listening. As I said earlier, if you want more advice on how to combat chronic stress, my ebook is crammed full of useful tips, so please click the link in the description for this video to check it out.